Happy Thursday. Dr. Tom Having here to talk about the energetics of having with my good buddy Josh, who's backstage. And
Okay.
now he's here. And it looks like owner of Southern Style Solutions. I like it. How's life today, Josh?
It's going pretty good. It's going
Talk
pretty good.
pretty good.
Huh?
What's that mean?
It means that's the way you better say it every day, right? Because it could always be worse, no matter what kind of day you're having. Which is really cool because it's what I wanted to talk about today.
Well, let's talk about that. And I'll tell you what, I'm having a pretty damn good day and week myself.
Bro, I've been seeing your lives and your little short videos and stuff. They're looking really good, saying some good stuff, and yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Dude, you might be on some of those because I I will I'll use an AI clips and just oh whoop, that's our YouTube stream going. I'm gonna share the link in the group. Yeah, man, talk to me. What's on your mind?
Um, so I want to talk about because I've been thinking about it, and it's brought up to my attention more than once this week. Partly a couple weeks ago it was myself, and then a couple friends within this last week, and we all want the feeling of abundance and manifest things in our head and positive attitudes and this is the way it goes, and if I believe it I can achieve it, and that's all good and great, right? What do we do when it gets hard? What do we do when it's when we think it should be running a different direction, or we should be having more, or why isn't it happening to me yet? I should have this. I believe it. I'm doing it. I'm doing the work, and then, so what do you do inevitably? You watch too much TV, you eat too much junk food, you lay in the couch, you don't open the windows, you don't go for a walk, you don't enjoy the fresh air, right? So I think it's very important to talk about those days when it's hard. You
I
know,
think this is a great topic because I often hear that manifestation, I like to call manifestation reality creation, by the way. I don't love the word manifestation, but I like to call it reality creation because manifestations is kind of like the secret and woo woo. People don't really take it serious when really reality creation, personal energy systems, it's all science. It's all like there's no way around it. It's working. Like I would say the first thing is manifesting something doesn't mean just making a vision board, wishing for it, doing affirmations, and then doing some more affirmations before bed. It's actually shifting the energetic identity. That means shifting. I like to call it the energetics of having, and the universe is going to give you contrast experiences where, all right, Mr. Tom, you say you're having all this. Well, I'm going to give you a big bill, or I'm going to make it so a client you thought was going to pay doesn't pay, or someone just quits. I'm going to make it so everything goes wrong. Are you still going to be having then? That's the test.
right? Yeah, and that's the hard part. But then I got to thinking about it. So why do we have to go through so much hardship?
Because we've been practicing hardship for most of our life.
Okay, but I got a different theory on it. I believe without some pain, without some stretching in your mind, and willing to say, I'm going to keep that attitude that way, or it's hard, you can't grow without a little bit of pain. So, and then once you grow, that's going to make that foundation that you're sitting on stronger. Because if the world, if the universe was going to give it to you the exact way you asked for it at that time in your time frame, then you wouldn't be able to handle it. Right? So every time we're having those bad days, that bad season in life, we're going to grow from that, and that's what's going to allow us to be able to handle the greatness and the goodness and the blessings that are going to be coming to us.
You are precisely saying what I was saying, but you're backing up a bit, and you're talking about shifting our energetic identity. We're shifting into the energetic identity who actually facilitates that abundance, who is that abundance, who is all the good stuff. So all the good stuff keep coming. But people want it, but they don't shift and become it.
Yeah.
And
So if you get it, like we've all heard the stories like, oh my gosh, I wish I'd win the lottery, right? And then you hear the stories like somebody had a great life and then they won $10 million or 50 or 100, whatever. And their life went to shit, right? It's just done. Their kids are nothing. They're divorced. They're broke. You know, everything went to shit. And before they're like, you know, they were working their job and it was okay and struggling to pay bills, but they were happy. So that's because they didn't go through the pain, the struggle to get that great abundance. I'm not saying you can't win that, you know, and be that way. But if your mind doesn't shift and you don't learn to like grow all the way through the seasons, if you don't weather the storms, then you don't have the knowledge or the capacity. You may not. That's why the world is giving us those challenges so that we can grow.
oh man, I agree with you, but I don't think the world gives them to us as much as we've been creating them for our whole lives for so long. Like the person who won the lottery is so used to being in lack, so used to not having enough, so used to not being able to pay the bills that even though they suddenly have millions of dollars, let's say, their energetic vibration is still that of lack. So now they've got this conflict where the physical world's showing them what they want, but their inner energy is still vibrating at I don't have enough, I don't have enough. And
Yeah.
soon they don't. And then they feel like shit because they're like, oh my God, how did I blow all that money?
Yeah.
So dude, it's just so happens that I created the funnel of having. Can you see it?
There it is.
All right. So know what you want, but here's what you're talking about. Becoming, be, do, have. Becoming the energetic identity of that person who's wealthy, that person who's successful, that person who's handsome and attracting a beautiful wife, a loving wife. And then being and doing together. Like whatever you're doing, still stay in that energetic identity of abundance. And that's the thing. You can feel abundance when you're watching the cool YouTube video or maybe watching you and I or talking to someone who's abundance and, oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta think that way. But as soon as they're shoveling shit or washing dishes, they forget about it. When they get an argument with their wife, they forget about it. When a bill comes, which you were just calling out when something negative happens, oh, then they really forget about it. But that's the key. That's when you reinforce the identity, is when you're being that identity while you're doing stuff.
Right. And that's kind of the importance I was getting at. But I was thinking is what I wanted to tell people tonight. It doesn't matter where you came from, what hardships have happened. They suck, and we all have them. You know, I want to make sure to definitely clarify with people that there's hardships all the time. And I think if we look at it in a different light, the more hardship that the universe has given us in life and past, now that means we have so much more potential for more growth.
What you just said is believing and meaning. Yes, you have hardships. You know they're coming. And when they do, what a meaning do we attach to it? That's the thing. It's like,
yeah, or maybe you already have. I guess I was trying to say, like, maybe you already have. Like, maybe you weren't the rich kid, or you grew up poor, or you just went through a bankruptcy, or you lost your job. You know, that is the spot where you're gonna start to really find your growth. And then you're gonna build your foundation, and you can move from there.
But that means whatever comes into our world, hardship, good, bad, ugly, happy, sad, if we can attach a meaning, this is like your language, is working for us.
Right.
It's working in our favor. So whatever happens, if we start vibrating and thinking and believing that it's for our greater good, and we're like, okay, I wonder what good's going to come of this. It changes everything.
Yeah, it's like, it sucks I'm going through this, but you know what? There's going to be a great outcome on the other side.
Yes.
I'm going to be so much stronger. I'm mentally stronger. Physically, my family's going to be stronger. We're going to pull together, or whatever it is, and good. And that's going to set you up for that next set of growth within your life.
The meaning we give stuff. This is Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning 101. The meaning we give anything creates our reality.
Okay, I don't know who Viktor Frankl is, but
Man, he's a guy that survived the Nazi death camps and wrote a book
okay,
about it. And
cool.
he created logotherapy, which is all about the meaning. Like, it doesn't matter what happens to us; it matters what meaning we give to it, what story we tell ourselves about it.
Yeah, yeah. And then so let's take that and say, okay, I had a shit life that up to this day till right now, and I'm gonna change that in my head, and I'm gonna do better. I'm going to have abundance. I'm gonna have wealth. I'm gonna have a house. I'm gonna have a better job. You know what? I don't care if I lost my job. It's gonna be better from here on, and I'm gonna build a foundation on top of that. Not on the old crumbly one. You know?
I know that story.
Yeah.
And then you start saying, I am abundance. I am money. I am directly connected to God. And
Yeah,
because
instead of dwelling on that past, like why am I sitting here under the covers in the dark or watching TV till 3 a.m., wondering, wishing, hoping? No, go do and be abundant and be the person and attract everything. And then, yeah, and then you'll be active with the right mindset. So don't let that past hold you down. Don't let that be your anchor, you know. And even on those hard days when it's like, oh, why isn't this happening? Well, it's, you know, I tried for this, I tried for that. You know, I had stuff this week that bothered me. That's what I got in. That's why I'm thinking this, you know. And, well, it's fine. There'll be a better one on the other side somewhere. And I'm going to believe that.
And if you believe that, you feel the feelings that go along with that belief, then your reality and what you're attracting will shift. It's just, that's energetic law. But you got to feel like true.
Yeah.
Now,
So I sat around for like a day and a half, like, oh, that sucks, you know. And then I had to kick my own self in the ass and be like, go do something. Don't sit here and cry about it. Don't wonder about it. Don't force it to happen. It's not the right deal. We'll move on. We'll go forward.
dude, that's like every salesperson's daily grind where you think a sale's going to close and they don't. And you got to like have a very short memory about that. Learn what you can from it, but then move on and get your energy ready for the next one. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but then if you got employees, then you're worried about, you know, can I pay my employees the way I need to? Because then, if like me, I maybe everybody doesn't think this way, but you know, I feel like it's my responsibility to make sure that they have enough work that they can pay their rent, their mortgage, their grocery, buy diapers, just, you know. So it's stressful. It's a hard place to really be when something doesn't work the way you think it will be. So it's not even just me. You know, I may have 5 families, 10 families relying on me, rent, you know, car, mortgage, gas, kids. Like,
that means that you're being trusted with a lot of supply. A lot of supply circulates through you to share with others, to pay others, because you've worked up your, let's say, your responsibility level, your discernment with money supply, so more flows through you and others depend on that, which is stressful.
yeah. So then, like when a loss like that, like a sales deal, like, oh, I lost a sale, no big deal, I'll get another one. And then if I lose a sale, it's like, man, look at everything that's on my shoulders waiting, you know. So that's why I can get real sad and aggravated and I'm doing all the things I'm thinking right. Why isn't it working my way?
Dude, you just described my sales job. You just described my sales job to the T. How am I going to pay bills if I'm not getting commission? I just got on 10 calls in a row. None of them enrolled. Is it them? Is it me? It's like, how am I going to pay? I mean, dude, that's exactly. I mean, I used to have employees, but had to let them go because couldn't afford to pay them. And just like, that was the reality of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and we need to be able to just say, and I remember you had to do this a few months ago, kind of, you know, dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and just put one foot in front of the other, and just go with it, and then things will happen, things will come, and you know, the longer you sit in self sorrow and pity, like, oh, it shouldn't happen, I'm doing everything right. Well, maybe you just weren't on the right road, the right path, or you needed to hurt a little to grow stronger, to build the new you. The foundation is going to be stronger for what you are going to become.
Just the fact that someone would say, this shouldn't be happening. I'm doing everything right, means they're not doing everything right, because that's resistance of what's happening. It's not vibrating as everything's happening for me. It's that energetic essence of believing and having basic trust in God and the universe, that all things are working in our favor as long as we keep vibrating at the God frequency or the allowing frequency. Dude, this came through for me yesterday. I'm gonna share with you. True freedom that us humans have is the freedom to choose differently than we did the day before.
There we go.
Choose a different identity, choose a different belief, choose a different way of action, choose differently, and it all starts with a decision, a choice.
Yeah, and the more times that you consciously change those other choices that were putting you where you were that you wanted to get out of, and you consciously change that just one time, then it's 2 times, then it's 3 times, and then you won't even be thinking it no more. It'll just start click, 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 click. You'll be doing that, right?
You
So each time
reprogram your default mode network.
consciously change the thought, because you recognize it. That's the first part, actually, to recognize the bad thought, then consciously say, I'm not going to feel that way. I'm going to do it this way. You're training, you're growing. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What you just did is basically we have to use our conscious mind until we reprogram our subconscious default mode network. We have to consciously be aware. Oh, there's that shitty thought again. Recognize it, release it, and replace it with I choose abundance. We all have abundance. We have abundance of air. Breathe, motherfucker. You have air. There's as much as you want. That's abundance.
Yeah, it could be worse, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it could be better. We just change our belief about it. Like,
Yeah.
I have abundance all around me. I have an abundance of air, abundance of water. Okay, so feel the abundance of that, and it changes the energetics of our nervous system and our body for long enough to actually start aligning our consciousness with better feeling thoughts and better options.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody that's watching this, all 2 of you, shitty things are going to happen. That's part of being a human being. And they're shitty because it's not what we were attached to or what we wanted. And everyone told us it was shitty. I mean, we learn in schools, if you don't close the sale, shitty. If you don't get the money, shitty. If you don't close the deal, shitty. If the girl dumps you, shitty. Shitty, shitty, bang, bang. But what if it's not? What if there's a whole different meaning attached and you really believe that that door closed because this one's opening? But if our awareness is all focused on the closed door, we're not even aware of what's opening up around us because we're stuck in shitty, shitty, bang, bang.
I like it. On that point, what if you're doing everything right? Let's say you are, and everything. I mean, you're there. It's there. It's your subconscious, and you believe you're just doing everything right. Maybe just another way to look at it is that is the universe telling me I'm not in the right direction, and
you're not. Yeah,
something else.
You're on the wrong path, brother.
It's okay. So whatever deal, it will be okay, because now it's going to put you on the right road, the right path, and then put the other opportunities in front of you. And if you would have took that one and you force it, then it's going to be a shitty, shitty, bang, bang.
I did that. I did that.
You got one. You got one.
Yeah, I did that, man. I put so much money and time into my software as a service business. So much money and time that I did not want to let go of it, even though the writing was on the wall. 1, I didn't enjoy it. 2, it was barely breaking even, making money, and I didn't know really what to do. And 3rd, it just did not align with what I did. I didn't feel joy, excitement doing work on that. But I put so much money and time into it.
Yeah, but you could still have all the manifestations and the thoughts and the ideas, and you're going to make it happen. You were on the wrong path.
Yeah. And the universe would tell us.
And the universe was trying to tell you, but you was just too fucking stubborn to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're saying, I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to listen to the universe. I want it this way. But actually, when the universe has something bigger in mind for you.
100% right. And the thing is, we can force it with free will. Our free will is amazing. We can force it. And we might just make a profit and make money. But we're going to be that person who's working their asses off, hates their work, never really breaks that profitable barrier to massive profit and
But
joy.
then it's going to be really hard for the universe to give you that abundance and whatever else in life that
You're
you were wanting.
missing out on what it has for you.
Yeah.
You're like, there's a path.
I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying it's going to be hard.
Well, it won't give you as much as is
Mhm.
waiting for you.
Mhm.
Because when we're on our purpose path, one, it flows. Two, the resources appear when we need them. And third, we are on a path to enjoy more abundance than we even dared ask for in the first place.
Yeah, because if you'd asked me 5 years ago, I wouldn't think that I would deserve the abundance today that I have. I wouldn't have 5 years ago. Ask me today, I just want more. I enjoy it. Bring it to me. Bring it in.
Universe,
Suck it
Josh
up.
and I are hereby open for expansion of our abundance energy. Yes. Which
Yeah.
means we have to be really willing to express more. That's the law of expression. The law of expression. If we have something to share that can help someone else and we choose not to express it, well, that's a way of expressing.
That's why I'm on here, Tom.
But when we do,
you know me, when we first met, I'm kind of a closed off person. I'm pretty private, but I did feel a need and a thing to share some of this and move it forward, right?
Well, it's a universal law. If we don't express what we have, then we don't open ourselves up for abundance to flow in.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? If we don't pour some of what we have in us out, then the universe can't refill what we've poured out.
Yeah,
right?
It's the law of circulation. We have to give to create space to give.
Yeah, and then if we're pouring out shit, then the universe is just going to keep filling our cup full of shit. But if we start pulling out, a really nice drink, then we'll get a really nice drink to fill our cup back.
It's 100% right. And I know this from experience because I had some great health, wellness, and fitness advice and help to give. But whenever I shared it, I was like, what am I going to get out of it? Am I going to get a client? Are they going to pay me? If I give them this, will they pay me that? Like, I was always thinking of what I was going to get as I was giving or before I gave. I didn't just give and share like with my videos now, like this. Like, we're not going to get anything out of this, but we're going to pour our hearts out.
This doesn't make us no money at all. We're doing this.
We're going to pour our hearts out and share it with no expectation and show up as authentically as possible. And that's a whole different way of giving and having. And it opens up a pathway, a channel for receiving.
Yeah. And we're giving away knowledge in an hour, every hour a week, whatever, that it's taken a lifetime to build, right? And it's out there, so anybody can just go and I'm just happy somebody wants to hear what I got to say. Just that's it. And also, I think when you if you really want to pay for a program, I think there's nothing wrong with it, because what you're doing is you're gaining access. The knowledge is there. All you got to do is listen to our videos, our talks. The knowledge is there. But when you pay for a program, you're paying for an experience, and you're paying to be kind of like part of the club. You're going to be around those people that are doing it already every day, all the time. When you're having those bad feelings, when you're having those bad thoughts, I can pick up the phone, I can send a text, and you're going to learn twice as fast,
Speaking of learning, it sounds like you had a financial business disappointment. You had to dust yourself off. In the process, when you realize, hey, I'm the only one that can think the thoughts I'm thinking, I'm the only one that can feel the way I'm feeling. What was your process? What did you do to dust yourself off, get back up, and start flowing again?
So I ended up in a conversation with a friend, right? And his downs were a whole lot worse than mine. And I was able, hold on though, I was able to help him out with a great business idea.
Ooh.
At the same moment, I'm feeling down, and I was able to help him, and he's down, but I was able to help him out with a great idea and a great thought, and it's working good. So by helping him made me feel better. Like, hey, I didn't lose it. I still got it. This one just wasn't mine. The next one will be better.
Instant shift shifters. You can shift your state by being of service to another person. Will always work. Your state of energy is shitty bang bang. Be of service to someone else. Number 2, be very curious about what goodness is unfolding. Or number 3, and everyone knows this one, appreciation and gratitude. Those 3 things will instantly shift your energetic vibrational state.
I wasn't thinking about none of that at all at the time. When we started the conversation, I was thinking about my deal. But man, by the time we were done, it made me feel better.
Well, dude, you intuitively followed what was coming up in front of you, and you decided in that moment to share what you have and to help them out. And it just that the universe puts the opportunities in front of us. But if you would have said, "Oh, F you, I got too much of my own shit going on. I'm gonna go do this," and you just
I'm too sad because my deal's not working out right.
It would have been a different experience for all involved.
Yeah. And that's what made me feel better.
Making the decision to be of service at a time where you feel like you need someone to help you and service you, when you need something. That's beautiful. And especially when we don't do it with the intention or the attachment to getting something back from it, just the vibrational increase you had puts you in a whole different level of consciousness.
Yeah, and it changed, it changed my whole day to day. It changed everything. I've been excited about the call. So I think that was a very unique experience to be able to do that. And I honestly, I didn't think about doing it. Like, oh, if I go out and help somebody, it's gonna make me feel better, or you know
what they call that in the personal creation world? They call that a synchronicity.
Yeah. Synchronicities. I've been learning a lot more about synchronicities, or at least paying more attention to them, I guess.
You had one.
They're always there.
You had one. You just had one.
Yeah, but I've been paying more attention, and you're right. It's crazy that if you start putting it out there, the synchronicities they're there, and if you'll start paying attention, like, oh my god, man, I'm glad I was stopped at the stoplight, and because there's a wreck in front of me now. Man, if I wouldn't have been stuck at the stoplight, then I could have been in that wreck. What a great deal. Or synchronicity, you and I meeting at a meeting, totally different.
Dude, there's even more. Well, listen to this. Like that picture I just showed you. I didn't just make it right now the exact topic you brought up tonight.
There you go.
Everybody listening at home, Josh and I do not talk till we see each other live. We don't plan this out. The exact thing you brought up is what I'm making an offer going into 2026 with more abundance. So I'm creating a whole offer around overcoming these limiting beliefs, these thought beliefs, and these old programs, and embracing these new systems, so people can go into the new year with the vibration of abundance and some action steps to do every day to start making more money, having more sex, having more joy, having more love, having better health, whatever they are desiring. So you brought up exactly what I've been working on all day.
Yeah. And the whole idea about us talking once a week and how our podcast or whatever was going to be a little different was we weren't going to talk. It was going to be once a week doing the exact same thing the first time we ever met and just talking till wee hours of the fucking morning.
Yeah, dude. That was whenever I wake up at 3:00 or between the hours of 3 and 5, I always think of you now, because that third eye that's activated. You get to download source information.
I don't know. That's starting to sound kind of creepy, bro.
Yeah, very creepy.
I love you, man.
We have 2 viewers on. Do any viewers have questions about why the law of attraction isn't working? What obstacles you're facing when you're attempting to manifest more abundance in your life, or maybe you just think all this energetic stuff is a bunch of malarkey and you'd like to express that.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
It's now with quantum physics, it's like that's an argument no one's ever going to win. It doesn't work for people because they've practiced that thinking of, and it's usually something always goes wrong, or
well, you know what? Their limiting belief will never allow them to get to the finish line or actually see the right.
And I've been there. I was there with relationship issues. Like, man, I am so grateful for the abundance I have in love and relationship right now. I can send you some. I got love on. I got surplus love.
Give me some. Give me some.
Well, you know what? When you were talking to Ashley on the phone, I remember thinking, man, I miss those days. I used to think it was a pain in the ass, but I miss having that love. And you can hear her supporting you and letting back. And it's like, okay, I made a decision there. I'm getting that back in my life. I'm getting the love back. Forget that independent agent thing. I really like to express love, but it was only because I accepted that the only way for love to flow in is if love started flowing out. And that means I had to let the love flow in. Thank you, I love you. Every day I still say it all the time. Thank you, I love you to me, and to truly love me, and to send that love out to you, to my champions, to the people I'm really angry at or I have a grudge against. And I will tell you that sending out what you want is the quickest way to get more of what you want.
I think you're right, and it all starts right in here, though.
Dude, you're right.
It doesn't even start in your heart. It starts in your head because you got to get through your stupid conscious brain first with all the garbage and bullshit that's been building up for years to actually get to your heart. And once you consciously start to change that idea, your subconscious and your heart will start to change to actually accept all the abundance that the universe wants to offer you.
Dude, what you just said is right on the money in terms of neuroscience and behavior change and reprogramming. And here's the kicker. Our subconscious is creating our reality. And our subconscious is in charge of 95% of our decisions, our thoughts, our feelings. Yet, we can only change anything with that 5% of our conscious mind that we have control over. Like we have
that 5% will hold the whole rest of it back. If you consciously don't go in and say,
that's the reprogrammer. Like, we have to consciously decide what we're going to believe, how we're going to feel, who we're going to be, and what we want to have. And we have to consciously repeat those messages and reprogram the subconscious until it becomes default. Yeah. That way the subconscious is working for us. It's like we got to coach our subconscious operating system with our conscious mind.
Or we got to keep it in check because, you know, it's constantly going to be giving us bad advice.
Well, it's going to give us when we practiced it. When we practice those words and those thoughts, so they're going to come back up.
Oh so yeah, we live that way. We've been programmed that way since we were kids. Or did you watch TV tonight or anything on mainstream media? Like it's horrible, right?
You know me, dude. Ostrich with his head in the sand.
Yeah, but then you can say, hey, I want to be intelligent enough. I want to know what's going on in the world. I need to know what silver is doing. Is there going to be hunger strikes? Is it bad out here? I do believe you have to be conscious of what's going on around you, but in your head, you got to have like that check valve where it's going to go. You know, you're only going to allow good information to go all the way to your subconscious. That bad information or that intelligent information can be checked off at different points.
Dude, our level of consciousness, if we're conscious of prosperity, success, and wealth, that's what we're going to attract into our field of awareness.
Yeah. So like I think I told you, almost a year ago, hey, check out some silver. I think it's gonna pop up. If you got any extra, put it there.
Has it popped up?
It's if you would have doubled your money by now.
Bam.
Yeah. Just that, or what are I don't know, what's the construction trends, or keep an idea. If you want to be wealthy, if we're just talking money, you got to see what the next thing is. Where is it going, and get in front of it. Put yourself there in front of it so that you can be run over by that train.
What I do is I am very up to speed the latest research of quantum biology, quantum physics, and the laws of energy to see how they are backing up and reinforcing what the laws of energy and the mystical metaphysics and even scripture's been saying for years. One, so I could apply it into my own life. Two, if I'm going to teach something, you better believe I've studied it, I've learned it, and I've practiced it. And now that you have science to back it up, I'm very up to speed with that. So I definitely spend a lot of time learning from media, but never the news, never anything unless it directly applies to what I want to know to help others with.
Well, I'm going to give everybody a big nugget then, because I believe everything you believe, right? So I'm good, and you're way smarter, and
No,
hold on, you know all the big words and everything. I don't even know how I know some of this shit when I'm talking about it, and then
everyone knows,
huh?
We've always known. I can't tell you
exactly. Now you can put it into some big fancy words what I'm thinking, and that's why this call is so important to me every week, right?
There's other people like you that know it already.
I think everybody intuitively, it's in their soul, it's in their genes, it's in there, it's there.
It's in their higher level consciousness, 100%.
Yeah, and all these stimulants and shit that we all have and we all do, it's to keep us, maybe even designed to keep the human race, certain parts of us down, so that we don't ascend to where we could be, because we wouldn't let some of our leaders be the leaders if we were more enlightened.
Conformity is a killer.
Do you not think that? I mean, yeah, I mean, what do they call it? Social. I'll think of it here in a minute. It's social. It's social programming.
Social conditioning.
Conditioning, programming.
Conformity. Yeah, brainwashing.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think that that's happening all the time?
Dude,
I mean, every damn commercial you watch on TV or listening to, every word is picked out of there to fuck with your brain.
It's dopamine brainwashing, because it gives you a little hit of dopamine when you watch it, when you click on your thing, and then you feel like, oh, that must be it because I saw it on media.
And the music you listen to, if it's coming out of the 3 or 4 of the major studios, or you're listening to America's Top 40, and they've been doing this since World War II. Look at all the movies that came out, like the old school movies or whatever. It's all how glamorous and how great World War II was, right? They were promoting people. They were showing the kids, hey, you need to go and join the army and the military or whatever, and it's going to be awesome, right? They never showed nothing bad about it. And then the same thing on our programming today. Okay, let's go back to you remember TGIF when you were a kid? Thank God It's Friday, and you had like Full House and the Urkel guy. I don't remember the names of these things. you know what I'm talking about, right? Right? So it was.
I remember Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, and that was a program to get us to do that.
Yeah.
So everything we do, with it, the clothes we wear, the cars we drive, the phone we use, we're being programmed all the time to do
awareness and attention. Like, when it comes into your field of awareness, we get to decide how much of our attention, our very precious attention, consciousness, energy, attention, how much we're going to give it to. Because
Yeah.
if we don't give the shitty bang bang our attention, it's not going to be so much shitty bang bang.
Or at least if we can see it, right?
That's the awareness.
Yeah, that's the awareness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're 100% right. So what I wanted to give to everybody was be very careful in the next couple years, or align yourselves that you're going to be protected from AI. Is going to be huge. It's coming down the line, and it's going to steal millions and millions of jobs. 100%. It's there. So I just want to throw that out there. But I have learned that the tech companies are doing something cool, because America is so far behind because we haven't been allowed to build power plants, generate power or whatever, and there's not enough. There's some really cool technology coming on. They're actually using plasma to generate electricity, and some nuclear inside of data centers to generate enough electricity off the grid. Or they're going to be making their own grid of power. I'm trying to keep this pretty simple.
How far along is that?
It's here.
Oh, awesome. So when we want to create something in our human minds, and a group of people decide to do it, or even one person, it's already created. It's a matter of just continuing to give it attention until it shows up in the physical reality world.
Yeah. So anyways, I just want people to start preparing themselves, maybe learning a new skill or new trade, or just be aware when you go to check out somewhere and they want you to use the kiosk. All you're doing is training the robot, the AI system, to do that job. Use the human. If you have the chance, use the human.
My outlook on that is right in line with yours, but I feel like there is a bigger, broader, better reason for it all. Ready to hear it?
Nah.
When you say all right, it sounds like you're saying nah and all right at the same time, but I think that's affirmative. I'm gonna go. That's Arkansas talk for you. Okay.
There you go.
So if you have a redundant menial labor task, you're going to lose that job. You're not going to get paid for it. And here's 100%. Why. Yeah. AI was created by the universal powers and humans because humans are being called to help others through their experience, their own personal strength, and their own message. AI is giving us a chance to help each other in a way that we didn't even think was possible before. And it's going to be interacting like this. It's going to be talking. It's going to be caring. It's going to be directing your attention to actual humans instead of a redundant, keep doing the same thing job. And if you have a job where you are bettering the life of another human directly, AI can't take it. AI is going to take the jobs that anybody can do. And here's a hint. If you're doing one of those jobs, you were not living out your purpose.
Yeah.
AI is the universe saying, get in line, do what you're supposed to do. It's not your calling.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to get that out there. It's there, and I think people need to be aware of it, and that's why I do watch the news. I follow things. I listen. I like to learn and hear. And I just kind of want to give a warning. Now, think about this.
AI. I love it. I embrace it. I hug it. I kiss it. We don't make love, but I'm fine with it, dude. I'm like, what else can you do for me?
Oh, right. So that's what I'm talking about. So also, there's never been another time in human history that we have the ability of all the knowledge in the world at our fingertips, right? So if you have a question, use AI. Make yourself better. Make yourself faster. Make yourself 10 of yourself. Let the technology do the work for you. So I'm not bitching on the technology. I just want to make people aware that is what's fixing to happen.
Yeah. So don't be a victim, anyone. Anyone watching this, don't be an AI victim. It's here. It's like a horse getting mad that their cars were invented. So they're here. They're better than horses. So people start using them. The AI is better for research and information and automated tasks than humans. It's cheaper, it's quicker, it's more effective.
Yeah, and think about it. You have the knowledge of thousands of years of human innovation at your fingertip. You have a question, ask it.
So
Research though.
I'm
Make
gonna,
sure.
if I
Yeah,
say something out loud as a universal law, a quantum truth, or how energy works and flows, trust and believe I'm checking it first on AI to make sure what I'm saying is going to hold up. And AI makes that quick. But here's the thing. Right now, as I talk to you and I talk to our one viewer, thank you for hanging in there. This is what AI can't do. AI cannot give conscious presence energy
yeah,
to another person. They can't.
yeah.
AI doesn't have consciousness presence. This is what creates. We're
So
creating a conversation right now. We can create with our consciousness energy, and only sentient beings can direct this. And we can use AI as our tool to direct it. But as I look at you and I give you my full presence, awareness, and attention, energy is being transferred that AI knows nothing about.
yeah, yeah.
It's the non-physical energy that only sentient humans have access to. It's our consciousness.
Yeah. No, AI can be the tool, could be the greatest tool for humanity ever, or it can really hurt humanity. So
So
let's use it for the good.
right now I'm sending you like joyful love, Josh. Just sending it.
Okay.
And you
I'll
know
take
what?
it.
You can't help but feel it. It's inevitable because consciousness is instantaneous. And here's another thing I was thinking of. What would you do? Because you have a lot to express and share. You do. What would you do if you didn't have an outlet to express and share it with someone that gets it, someone that cares? And this one viewer, I bet it's Ryan. Ryan, I bet it's you. And if it is you, Ryan, or can we come back to that? I hope Ryan had a tongue tuck. Basically, it's not called that, but it's when you remove something in the tongue so it moves better, you can sing better and have better vocal. So, Rock, if it is you, Ryan, then thank you for being here, and I hope you're recovering nicely. And Josh, your true self was saying, I need to express these ideas, these viewpoints. I need to express things that want to come out, and you initiated it and made it happen. Like that's expression.
Maybe you're right, and that's how the universe. And I didn't even see it, so I'm not going to take away from that. But really, just having the opportunity to talk this way, and not somebody looking at you and thinking like, "That's a crazy son of a bitch." Look at that conspiracy theory. Like, you can't manifest your own destiny. You can't change your stars. It is what it is. You know. What do you mean if you just tell yourself over and over that you love yourself and you're going to feel better? Like, that's so stupid, because that's how 99.9% of the world is, right?
Life's happening to them instead of for them, and they don't believe this one fundamental truth. If you exist, you're creating. You're creating every moment you exist. There's no way around it.
Go down to 7-Eleven and tell that dude working behind this fucking counter that same thing, and he's gonna look at you like, "All right, drunk dude, go ahead. Here's your change. Like, I'm fixing to call the cops on you." They just won't. It won't compute up here, right? So by having the opportunity to have these kind of conversations, I think you and I, we were talking about it earlier. We don't get paid shit. We're not making any money. It takes nothing but time. Time is money, right?
And attention and a consciousness.
Yeah, like in a guaranteed date once a week. We're doing it. But I don't care about all that, because to have this level of a conversation once a week with a person that can explain it, and we can do our back and forth, and I hope I teach you something. I know you sure learn me some stuff that yeah, and it's awesome. I'm always uplifted. I'm always on a high when we check out, and there's something to it.
It's the consciousness energy exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're in Arkansas, I'm California, and we're talking through a camera, the fact that we're directing our attention, our consciousness energy to one another, it changes the energetic field of the other person as we talk. And that we both have a common intention of bettering ourselves, and in the process bettering others, and in the process bettering ourselves. Like we both want to uplift, empower, help, and
Yeah.
become better versions of ourselves as we help others do the same.
Well, if I'm going to be stingy, because I'm good at that, I can say I don't care about it. This conversation that you and I have every week, and we're trying to share it, that people just don't want to join in. That's up to them. It's helping me be a better person. It's bringing abundance to me, right? And I hope it's doing the same for you.
100%. I love when you bring questions, and I love when what you're talking about is aligned with what I'm helping people with in my own online business. By the way, next Thursday, I will be doing the Flow Manifestation Masterclass at this time. So we will be, it's our off week next Thursday because I'll be doing that.
All
You're,
right.
of course, welcome to join in if you like, but that will be happening next Thursday. What do you do for Halloween in Arkansas?
So I'll tell you a funny, right? So when I was a kid, if we didn't go and egg the school and toilet paper and all of that stuff on Halloween, then we got the first day of deer season off.
You get the what?
The first day of deer season off, and
Off
it
of
was
school?
yeah,
So you
yeah.
got to go,
So
if you don't egg houses, you get to go kill deers.
no. If we didn't egg the school, if we didn't mess with the school itself, then
Oh,
the
if no one missed it.
school, then the school would allow us. They would give us the day off on the first day of deer
Dude,
season.
only in Arkansas.
How about that? Yeah.
So everybody's like making sure no one's vandalizing the school. No one's egging the school that year because everybody wants that extra day of school off.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
how smart is that school system from implementing that? That's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's behavioral
us,
conditioning.
us high school boys and all of that stuff. No, if nothing happens to the school on Halloween night, then November 1st or whatever deer season day started, that next Monday, because it always starts on a Saturday, then the next Monday, you got that off. The school would
Good,
close.
thank you. You just gave me hope again in our public school system because that's the smartest thing I've heard in a long time from the public school system.
Yeah.
Ah, dude. All right. Well, you can probably tell my hair is pretty shaggy. I have a big date on Saturday, so I'm going to get a haircut right now.
Awesome.
That means we're gonna wrap up after you do your 1 or 2 minute sign off to let the beautiful people at home know.
I didn't know I had a 1 or 2 minute sign off.
I didn't either. It just came to me, so I'm wondering if you do.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll wrap it all up and just say,
Do you want me to sing a theme song while you're thinking of what you're gonna say? I can do it real quick.
no, you don't sing very good. I like your words.
I love money and money loves me. I love people and people love me. I love life and life loves me. Yes, accessory and having.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll just wrap it all up. We all have shitty days. We all have had shitty pasts, and that's okay because we got to go through those shitty parts so that the universe knows when it gives us the abundance that it wants to, that we deserve, that belongs to us, that we're going to be able to build that on a solid foundation, because we got rid of the softness below us, and we've already came through that. And so now for all that abundance, we're going to be able to build it bigger and better and more awesome and way more than we can even think of and more we can believe now. And that's the reason that you're going through the hard time. It's so that the universe can give you so much more than you've ever dreamed of.
I gotta add just one line to that. In order to attract, we gotta subtract all that shit that's not working for us.
Yeah.
What Josh just said. Dude, I love you lots. Tosh, I said, hey, good job. Your tech was on fire today. Everything was up and running. Everything was good to go. So until next time, I'm going to repurpose this. I'll put up a bunch of clips on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, what have you. And if you have friends, tell them to come hang out with us next Thursday, next time we're on, because we like when people hang out with us. Right, Josh?
Hey, you know what? I like it if they want to hang out with us, but to be honest, I really don't give a fuck. I'm
Well-
getting so much from this,
All right.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
love
so
Josh.
much from it. If they want to
Oh.
join, it's here. It's open. Please invite everybody. I'll share
You gotta love Josh's honesty. I mean, it's like,
it.
F subscribers and viewers. We're gonna do it anyway. All right, man. I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm
All right.
showing up.
I'll be
Next time,
there.
my friend. Lots of
Sounds
love,
good.
man. Bye for now.
All right. Out.